Give it up for Brad Rickert, everybody.
Thank you, Kyle. It's nice to be in the same room with y'all. Let's see, a fun fact about me, I don't go to the movies anymore. Last movie I went and saw was in 2016. I went and saw the Ghostbusters remake. You know, the one with all the ladies in it. Everyone said, don't go see it, it's going to ruin your childhood. I was like, I don't know about that. I love all of them. Kristen McKinnon, you know, everyone. And I went, and not gonna lie, unfortunately it did ruin my childhood. It did. Not because all the cast members were female, but I saw my dad there with his other family, which was difficult, yeah. My name is Brad, nice to meet you. A lot of times I'll go up to people, I'll say, hey, my name is Brad, and they're like, hey, we can tell. I've got big Brad energy, BBE. I was looking up what Brad means. Apparently it comes from the Greek origin, and it means guy in salmon shorts who does not make his girlfriend come. Does have boat access, though, so got that going for me. Let's see, I grew up in a trailer park in Gary, Indiana in the 1990s. It's my villain origin story. If you're not familiar with Gary, it's the home of the Jackson 5, Michael, Tito, Jermaine, etc. And a lot of times I was like the white kid in class or the white kid on the basketball team, so I became known as the straight white Michael Jackson fan, which makes my preferred pronouns. You guys get it, all right. You guys get it. I'm reformed white trash is what I am, really. I've gotten rid of a lot of like my white trash ways, but there's still a couple things I hang on to, including my love of a scratch-off lottery ticket. You guys know what I'm talking about? Because it's like 2 minutes of hope, you know? Just like 2 minutes of maybe this painful existence we call life will be over and I'll be the sole owner of $40. Which would triple my net worth like that. And I used to date this girl back in the day, and it was her like biggest pet peeve about me that I would buy these scratchers at the end of the grocery run. And I asked her, I said, why do you care so much? And she gave me like the realest, rawest, most like vulnerable answer, and I appreciated it. She said her dad was a gambling addict when she was growing up, and it caused like her parents' divorce and blah, 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 blah. Kind of zoned out after that. Boring. But I guess we weren't supposed to be together, right? Like I had pet peeves about her too. I think like my biggest pet peeve about her was that she was addicted to heroin. Get over it, lady. Yours is worse. Dating a heroin addict was wild, though. I swear to God, every time we would spoon in bed, she would burn the spoon. She could find a needle in a haystack, though. Multiple needles. Let's see, I used to date a nurse, too, another needle friend. Dating a nurse was crazy because, like, well, it was mostly positive, right? Like, she was caring, kind, empathetic, could treat my concussions. It was great. But there was one negative to dating a nurse, and that's every day when she came home from work. I knew that on average, just average, she saw 3 dicks bigger than mine that day. You know? 2.7, but we round up. And it, like, really was tough on my ego. I think, like, as a male, like, it was just tough, and I think the hardest part was that she was a pediatric nurse. But I don't know what these kids are eating in their McNuggets, but their dicks are large! G-M, okie dokie then, okay. Silly. I did move in with my partner recently. We've been living together for about a year now. We did it, yeah. And it's been great. It's been like a lot of, like, well, I thought like we were gonna have more sex, you know? Like I thought when we moved in, the sex would go up. And it stayed exactly the same, which is tough because we were long distance before. I lived in Cambodia. But it's been like a lot of like intimate moments that aren't sexual, right? Like I took my first shit in front of her recently. Your eyes got big. You've done it? You're eating a lot of pizza. You're planning for it later. No, but she was cool about it, right? Like my girlfriend, she didn't care. Like the conversation kept going. Everything was fine. Everyone else at TGI Fridays was like, what the fuck? Craps before apps. That's how we do it. I turned 31 recently. I can tell my body's changing. Now I gotta take a Lactaid before I suck my girl's titties. It used to be, oh, Brad's been in the bathroom for more than 5 minutes. Brad has cocaine. Now it's like, oh, Brad's been in the bathroom for more than 5 minutes. Brad had dairy. Pizza callback. Okay. We're thinking about adopting a dog. Any dog owners out there? Should I do it?
Yeah.
No? I don't know. It seems like a big responsibility. Is it like?
It's worth it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for it though. I'm gonna like baby step. I think I'm just gonna get her pregnant first. That way we have at least 2 trimesters to decide if we want to keep it. Oh, her body, her choice. My $400. I think that's how that works. I don't care who's dating in here. Who's fucking in here? Y'all fucking? Yeah, I love it. I love it. I miss the good old fucking days. Having sex with like a new person is such like an experience too, and there's like so many like rules that you have to learn along the way to like have your first encounter with someone, and I've narrowed it down to 3 rules. Maybe this will help you out. 3 rules to sex with a new partner. And I've never understood these, but they are helpful to know. Ugh, never got it. Rule number 1, you gotta know their name. What? Rule number 2, the idea of a condom has to be in the air. You don't necessarily have to wear one, but you gotta have one on you. You gotta threaten them with it. Be like, hey, I'm loaded. You good? I'm good. You clean? I'm clean. You cool? I'm cool. You vex? I'm vex. Moderna, let's go. Weirdest rule to sex I've never understood is you gotta pee when you're done having sex. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta pee when you're done having sex. When you're done having sex, you gotta pee. How am I supposed to pee when I'm done having sex when I just peed so much during sex? Am I doing it right? Another white trash thing about me is I'm really bad at technology. I always had like, like people were on like the Wi-Fi and I was on like AOL still, I still got an Android, it's a Cricket. It's bad, but the thing I have the biggest trouble with is remembering my passwords. Like the other day it said, put in a password that you'll never forget. So I put in, that time my uncle got me in the tool shed. They said, no, you need a number with it. So I put in, that time my uncle got me in the tool shed when I was 7. They said, no, you need a special character. Boy, was he. Boy, was he. All right, I'm going to do an impression for y'all, then I'm going to roll bounce like Bow Wow. Some of y'all get it. Okay. This is, okay. First of all, do I have consent to do this? Do I have consent to ruin your childhood now? Okay, this is Kermit the Frog getting a blowjob. It kind of sounds like Ray Romano after a while, right? Deborah! Okay, have a good night, guys. Thank you.